To break a world record is no easy feat. It often requires years of practice or a unique skill that the average human simply does not possess. Some records, however, are a bit more dangerous than others. People will push their minds and bodies to their limits with the simple goal of leaving their mark on history, even if it means risking serious injury or even death. Thankfully for the people in this video, all their stunts went off without a hitch. From a Chinese beekeeper wearing a 240-pound suit of over 1 million bees, to a man walking a tightrope over 550 feet in the air without any safety equipment, here are 5 of the most insane Guinness World Records. On August 24, 2020, in Creuse, France, a group of skydivers decided that they wanted to go down in history and become part of the Guinness Book of Records. Their goal was simple: set the record for the largest upright mid-air formation. And on this day, they accomplished just that. After jumping out of the plane, the skydivers all met up and held hands in a sight that must have looked pretty surreal from the ground. About 20 seconds later, they separated before successfully landing back on Earth. It should go without saying that skydiving is considered to be a somewhat risky activity. According to the British Parachute Association, there is no such thing as a totally safe skydive. In fact, it is estimated that 1 in every 100,000 jumps by fully trained skydivers ends in death, making it one of the more dangerous sports. But still, that's a pretty small number. Thankfully for this group, the stunt went off without a hitch, and the world record was locked in the books. On May 25, 2015, one of the strangest Guinness World Records in history was achieved by a 55-year-old Chinese beekeeper named Gao Bingguo. On this day, he set out to break the record for wearing the world's heaviest bee suit. After requesting a representative of the World Record Organization who had to witness the event in order to legitimize it, Gao Bingguo began the process of being covered by bees until he had 240 pounds or 109 kilograms of them enveloping nearly every inch of his body. According to news reports, he successfully wore a suit of more than 1 million bees.
看来因为吃起了，因为你先等3分钟，持续时间啊，先等3分钟。
太长了
201.35公斤。好，
这都是折的吗？
是体温可以吧？温度行吧？温度行吧？可以。好。先吸吐。
After removing all of the bees, you can see how many stings covered his body. Believe it or not, according to a risk analysis conducted by the Harvard School of Public Health, the odds of being stung by a bee unprovoked are 6 million to 1. So technically, you're more likely to be struck by lightning. Despite this, bee stings still send 500,000 people to the hospital each year. Thankfully for Gao Bingguo, this was not the case, and the record was confirmed. Near the fishing village of Nazaré is Praia do Norte, a Portuguese beach famous for being one of the best places to surf in the world. Today, Nazaré is included in the Guinness Book of Records for having the largest waves ever ridden. The first record was set in 2011 when Hawaiian surfer Garrett McNamara rode a wave that measured 78 feet or 23.7 meters. This record was later broken in 2017 by Brazilian surfer Rodrigo Cojo, who rode a wave measuring 80 feet or 24.3 meters in height. But these records are not only limited to men. On November 13, 2019, Justine Dupont beat the world record for largest wave ever ridden by a woman after conquering a monstrous 70-foot or roughly 21-meter wave. A feat that will forever go down in history. Unfortunately for Justine, her record did not last long. When she first broke it in 2019, it was made known that the record would not be confirmed until May of 2020. When the previous record holder, Maya Gabeira, heard the news that her record was broken, she took it upon herself to set out and try to conquer an even larger wave. On February 11, 2020, she once again set the record for the largest wave ever surfed by a woman, coming in at 73.5 feet or 22.4 meters in height. When slacklining, the slightest wind can prove fatal, especially for those who decided to take on this extreme sport without the assistance of any form of a safety harness. Yet, there was one man in Gipuzkoa, Spain, who decided to put his skills to the test, facing not only the weather, but also the laws of gravity and his limits as a human being. It was September 6, 2020, when Philippe Soubi set out to break the solo highline record. Soubi's goal was to traverse a 170-meter highline without using any safety equipment or additional assistance. To complicate matters, he dared to do the entire challenge barefoot, walking on a line that was at a lethal height. Should he have lost his balance, it would have meant certain death. Thankfully, after 15 grueling minutes, he successfully broke the record. As you saw in the video, there were many moments where it seemed as though he was about to lose his balance, but each time he managed to regain control and continue onwards. For those filming and spectating, it must have been one hell of a terrifying sight. In total, he walked a length of 360 feet or 110 meters, and successfully added his name to the Guinness Book of World Records. All over the world, people strength train for a variety of reasons. Some want to break records, while others simply want to grow and stay in shape. For one man in India, though, strength takes on a whole different meaning. Despite not looking like a very large person, Abhishek Chobi has a unique ability that you likely wouldn't believe if you didn't see it for yourself. First discovered around the age of 8, he can lift and pull incredible weight using nothing more than his shoulder blades. When his mother discovered this talent, she became seriously concerned about Chobi's health. However, his father supported him in achieving his dream of breaking his first world record, accompanying him in his career until the young man was finally able to achieve it. On January 4th, 2016, in the Indian town of Sagar, Chobi successfully broke the world record of pulling a car with his shoulder blades.
हाँ जा थोड़ी आगे तक।
Thanks to the strength of his shoulder blades, he managed to pull a vehicle weighing 2,358 pounds, or 1,070 kilograms, for a total length of 90 feet or 27.5 meters. In 2017, he achieved his second world record by managing to lift 122.22 pounds, or 55.44 kilograms, with his shoulder blades. Now, despite this unusual ability, there are other stories of Guinness World Record winners who possessed similar talents but were forgotten. For example, we have the young Cuban man Christian Manuel Castellano Rangel, who earned a well-deserved place in the Guinness World Records after managing to crush 84 aluminum cans in 1 minute with his shoulder blades. Unfortunately, with the appearance of COVID-19, Christian's story did not have the transcendence it deserved. Still, it is a very curious talent, typical of a company who can attract some of the most unique people on the planet and put them in competition with each other. An idea that, as simple as it may seem, has helped its founders to earn millions of dollars and will continue to do so in the years to come. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more just like it, be sure to click the link on screen now. With that, thanks for watching and be sure to tune in next time.